Bill Henshaw here again on ongoing events, the COVID crap, and with George Floyd. And there's not much at the moment we can do. I'm going to teach you how to do it and get your issues in there where it's going to matter, and the government's going to leave you alone. Right now, there are very few remedies that we have in sight, but the best one we have is you get on any of those juries, especially in criminal cases. And I would suggest the same thing with artificial corporate entities bringing civil actions against private individuals. But you get on the jury and you come back not guilty. It doesn't matter a damn what happened or did not happen. Court doesn't have jurisdiction. And that's the big deal here. I don't care if it's Ted fucking Bundy. And you get my materials, by the way. You can send me information on those at youwinincourt@gmail.com. Among other things you learn is a case from around the turn of the century, 1902 or thereabouts, when the Constitution was still taken seriously. And you had a federal judge in dismissing a case and knowing that the charged person was going to walk. And he said that it's unfortunate that a murderer should go unwhipped of justice, but more unfortunate that a court without jurisdiction should exercise it. That's literally the camel's nose in the tent. Case, if you want to look it up, and I'll send it to you on request, is Tully v. United States, 140 Fed Reporter 899, page 905. That's the proper perspective. If the courts don't have jurisdiction, then there's no case. You throw the charges out and let them go. And that's the kind of issue we should be raising with George Floyd and other people who have been murdered by cops. Oscar Glenn is another one out here in California. It just goes on, and it needs to stop. And a big reason it goes on and on, by the way, I'll be talking more about this later, but is the damn political activities committees in the state capitals, for the law enforcement thugs and the state bar association attorneys who are in complete control of all organs of the de facto National Socialist government, except when you're in the jury box. That at the moment is when we can get them. And I'll be talking a lot more about that later too. But it doesn't matter what it is, who it is, what happened, what did not happen, not guilty. Maybe they'll start to get the message here. If they can't convict anybody, that their statutes aren't worth the rat's ass, which is exactly the truth. I mean, they're coming in there, not in the state, and even worse, if you're in a territory, all these damn public officials, especially the local dumbasses, have to be appointed by the president and or a territorial governor appointed by the president. Article 2, Section 2, Appointments Clause. None of them have been. So what you learn with me is one of the first things you put in there is a document asking for a certified copy of their appointment to office, which they don't have and can't provide. And that removes any authority that they could possibly have. And then we asked some other embarrassing questions about jurisdiction, venue, and my bill of particulars, 9 pages of hell that they can't answer 2 paragraphs, let alone 9 pages. Now, this is what we do. We set the stage and we demand answers. And the bill of particulars, you have a right to know the nature and cause of the accusation. That's the jurisdiction and venue of the trial court, which they can't tell you because all these damn crimes these days are commercial crimes. 27 CFR, that's Code of Federal Regulations 7211. And if they're commerce, that's under the Commerce Clause powers of Congress, which is admiralty jurisdiction, the abuse of which was the central issue that brought on the American Revolution. And here we are today still doing this crap and with no reason in sight for it. These are the kind of issues that we need to raise and say, what the hell is going on here? And you get on a jury and you understand this perspective, having studied my work, you'll know that you have to vote not guilty no matter what else comes into play here. If they don't have jurisdiction, ball game over. Or Dan Kelly used to say back in the days I listened to hockey, the buzzer goes, the game is over. And it should be for these bastards. And remember, you can get information on my material. Send me an email at youwinincourt@gmail.com. Remember to like the video, subscribe, tell your friends. The more people we have out there taking these bastards on, the quicker we're going to get rid of them. Thank you.